when it was fun while it lasted. What even was it all of a sudden that Spike just out of nowhere decided he was gonna go home now and took Ray with him? We spent all day together and we were having so much fun.
That's true, I was really enjoying myself with you all.
Me too. I was really glad your pets so willingly accepted me and Stan and Vector person into their lives. At least I think they did.
Don't worry, if Spike didn't like you, he'd have made no secret of that.
Yeah, I guess he'd have just told me. You know, part of me still thinks it's a little creepy seeing a dog just talk like a person. That just adds even more to the reason why I like you, Twilight. Everything in your life is just so special and exciting.
Aw, thanks. But about your confusion, Sunset, to me it's actually pretty logical the Spike left just now. See over there? The sketch camera started recording. And since he swore that he would never again be part of a sketch since his incident, he up and ran the second it spawned here. And concerning Ray, I mean, he's just a normal lizard without any sentience. I don't think he would have contributed all that much in this sketch.
Yeah, also true.
By the way, can I just express how amazingly supportive you two are, Tyler? Without question, you just accepted the fact that your private life was going to be recorded and publicly distributed by a blue robot god.
Well, it's like I said before. That's just another thing that makes you awesome. I mean, what guy can claim that his girlfriend is the star of a YouTube series?
Well, nowadays I'd say quite a lot, but thanks for the thought.
Yeah, and me, you know me, I'm just generally androgynous towards most things.
That word doesn't make sense in this context.
I never said it did, but I'm still androgynous.
Okay. So, the sketch is just gonna be this now. Not literally the last 2 hours we spent on this double date. What the fuck is this timing, Robotus? I mean, we went on a walk with our pets, played fetch with them, we had a picnic on the grass, hell, we even went for a swim in the lake. Oh, but no, this is the moment Robotus decides is worthy of being filmed.
Yeah, sometimes you really gotta ask yourself if... Oh. Okay, now I see why the sketch started just now. Look who's over there, the hot dog stand.
Huh? Oh, Fluttershy and Dan. Hey, didn't they say they didn't have time to join us on our group date?
I think they did. Weird. What are they doing here?
Oh, they're coming to us. Let's just ask them.
Oh, hello there, friends.
Hey, Fluttershy. Dan? Had a nice day so far?
Oh yes, I can't complain. Which is saying a lot coming from me.
Oh, that's good. Very nice. But one thing I'm wondering. What are you guys doing here?
Isn't it obvious? We're on a date.
What? Seriously? But didn't you tell me just this morning that you couldn't make time?
For a triple date with you guys, that's what I meant. Or is it illegal that I wanted to do something alone with my boyfriend?
Well, I guess not. But you could have just said that.
I thought I was being pretty clear about it. But I guess not clear enough.
Not even close. Whatever. So, and what was it you guys were doing today?
Oh, we were having lots of fun together. We went to that old Blockbuster store to make fun of the owner's pathetic life.
What?
Yeah, we went checking out the DVDs and were discussing which movie we were gonna pick for tonight. Then I even went to the guy and asked him if he could recommend us one. His recommendation was the My Little Pony movie from 2017 because apparently Androstria is to the contractually obligated to shill the products of its mirror world.
To which I then said, yeah, that's a great idea. We can stream it on Netflix. And then we thanked the guy and left.
Wow, really? Why the That's so unnecessarily mean.
Sure it is, that's the point. Haven't you watched the South Park episode? Nobody goes to a Blockbuster anymore. Who even runs that kind of store nowadays? Besides, that's just a thing, you know? When we're not busy making fun of each other, then it's someone else. Who are you to question our unconventional idea of love, you bigots? Anyway, after that we went to that hot dog stand over there and got ourselves some genuine Sonic the Hedgehog chili dogs.
Yeah, that part we saw. But I still have a question about that. Your whole dick move on that blockbuster guy aside, why did you pay for your chili dog separately?
What?
Hey, yeah, that's true. Your boyfriend could have easily just invited you to it, you know.
Now, hold on a second. Why the hell should I? We never did it like this before.
Wait, does that mean Fluttershy has to pay her own expenses on every date? Are you for real, bro?
I don't see what the problem with that is. I mean, she has her own money.
Yeah, I got my own money.
So, it's not about the money, it's about the gesture.
What gesture? She knows I like her. I don't need to keep reminding her of that. Or do I? Besides, that thing with couples paying each other's expenses is more of a burden anyway than a nice gesture.
Why? I'm not saying that you should pay for your girlfriend every time, but in a relationship, you share things. This time it's you, the next time her.
Sure, but there's a few details about it you're missing. One, the price of the bill. Say we go eat some ice cream and I pay for it. Then the next day we go to a fancy restaurant and Fluttershy pays. Is that a fair trade? I think not. And do you really want me to be that guy who keeps a record of every single transaction we did in our relationship like some Scrooge McDuck? Yeah, I'm sure that only gets more charming with time.
Well, that's a very cherry-picked example, don't you think, Dan?
Okay, then another one. Again, you're in a restaurant. Let's say it's your anniversary. You know it's your partner's turn to pay today. So, what do you order? You see, it's not so simple as it seems. On the one hand, you don't want your partner to have to pay too much just because you wanted to enjoy your $30 shrimp spaghetti with fancy pants truffle sauce. But on the other hand, do you instead want to disrespect the occasion by just ordering a small plate of fries and some water? And before you know it, you're faced with a full-grown dilemma and the night is ruined. But if everyone pays for themselves, there is no such problem. If I want to eat venison steak with cranberry wine sauce and bonut potato dumplings worth $100, then that's my thing, no harm done. It's my money after all.
Still, I think you're making this a little too simple for yourself, man. I mean, when you're in a relationship, that's just part of the deal, isn't it?
Well, I must admit he's got something of a point if you think about it. Not that I fully agree with him, but I also had the feeling before that maybe I was costing you more money than you me, Tyler.
Nah, that's not true. Still, I can also kinda see what he means.
Fine, all right. I guess if you really want to be all too pernickety about it, I suppose you do have a point. But it's still mostly just cheap.
That's good enough for us. We just wanted to clarify that we know better than most people. And we're only ironically together, let that sink in. Okay, but I'm afraid we need to head on. We still have a lot of other ironically romantic stuff planned for the day.
What do you mean, other? Where was mocking that poor blockbuster guy ironic or romantic?
You wouldn't understand, Twilight. You just gotta be the kind of person for that. Me and Fluttershy, we just bond over our shared misanthropy. Anyway, wanna go now and ride swan boats across the lake?
Yeah, that sounds ironic, all right. See you later, friends.
Bye, guys.
You know, Sensei, I'm really trying to warm up to your other friends, but other than Twilight, I don't really know what to think of them. This Fluttershy and her boyfriend, for example, they are... what do you even call that?
Ironically, a couple?
Yeah, it's true. Our friend group is something you gotta get used to. Fluttershy, for example, is just a plain asshole deep down, but with Dan, she's actually found someone who likes her despite that. Or maybe even because of that.
Yeah, and I guess a girl like Fluttershy can't be a chooser. Personally, I would never stick with a guy who's so pragmatically cheap and self-centered in his thinking. Although I must admit he does have his moments where he can actually be sincere. Maybe that's what keeps her.
Could be. One thing's for certain, that Dan guy really does have some good ideas every now and again. Riding a swan boat, for example, sounds really nice just about now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Especially since it gives us a reason to leave the scene. Twilight. Tyler, you want to tag along?
With pleasure, Sunset.
Okay, but only if we're not gonna be ironic about this.
We'll try.